For years, doctors, scientists, and journalists have scoured the globe searching for a well-kept secret. What do the places where people live the longest and healthiest lives have in common? That's how the term Blue Zone was born, a label used by researcher Dan Buettner, in collaboration with National Geographic, to identify 5 regions on Earth where living past 90 or even 100, with health and joy, is not unusual but a way of life. But, what about Mexico? Could it be hiding its own blue zones, even if no one has labeled them officially? What if, among mountains, villages, and traditions, there are Mexican communities that hold this very same longevity secret? In this video, we take you on a journey through real data, studies, and statistics from INEGI to explore Mexican regions that could very well fall into that category even if they haven't yet been recognized as such. The blue zones officially recognized in the world today are Okinawa, Japan; Sardinia, Italy; Loma Linda, California, USA; Ikaria, Greece; Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica. In all these regions, one thing stands out: many people live past 100 and not just live, but thrive. They walk, cook, socialize, and enjoy an active, joyful life. Dan Buettner identified 9 common traits he called the Power 9, essentially, the golden rules of longevity. Natural movement throughout the day. A clear sense of purpose. Strategies to manage stress. Eating in moderation. A mostly plant-based diet. Moderate wine consumption. Faith or spirituality. Family at the center of life. Strong social networks. These principles have been validated by medical, anthropological, and scientific research. So now the big question is there anything similar happening in Mexico? Things have changed dramatically in Mexico. Nearly a century ago, in 1930, the average life expectancy was just 34 years. By the 1970s, it had risen to 61. And today, the average Mexican lives to about 75 years old. But here's the twist: although people are living longer, fewer are reaching 100. According to a study by Jimenez, Montalvo, and Mendoza, 2022. In 2000, there were 19,757 centenarians. In 2010, that number dropped to 18,475. And by 2020, it was down to 18,295. So yes, we live longer, but not necessarily to extreme old age. This is what researchers call Mexico's longevity paradox. Why is this happening? There are 2 levels to understand it. Collective, changes in lifestyle, urban stress, less physical activity, and more processed food. Individual, some people still reach 100 thanks to rural living, staying active, eating well, and being surrounded by family. Let's take a look at INEGI data from 2020. When we divide the number of centenarians by every 1,000 inhabitants, the states with the most people aged 100 or more are Guerrero, 33. Oaxaca, 27. Veracruz, 27. Chiapas, 26. Hidalgo, 21. Michoacán, 20. Notice anything? They're all in the south or southeast of the country, areas still rooted in tradition, less urbanized, and rich in community ties. In contrast, the states with the fewest centenarians per 1,000 inhabitants were Quintana Roo, 5. Chihuahua, 6. Baja California Sur, 7. Interestingly, Oaxaca and Aguascalientes were the only states that saw an absolute increase in the number of centenarians, though their population proportion did not grow as expected. This underscores the need for more localized, community-level studies. If this video is resonating with you, if it has sparked reflection or touched your heart, we'd like to ask a small favor that makes a big difference. Subscribe to our channel. It helps us keep creating meaningful content like this, with depth, respect, and a lot of effort behind it. If you're enjoying this, please give it a like and click the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you know someone who would appreciate this type of topic, share it with them. Maybe it'll inspire them too. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for supporting this project that aims to tell the stories that deserve to be told. The Mixteca Alta region in Oaxaca seems to be one of those special places where something unique is happening. People living well into their 90s and 100s, with good health. What makes this region stand out? They eat traditional foods, native corn, beans, wild greens, chile, and squash. Meals are homemade with natural ingredients. Life is active, walking, farming, physical labor. Families and communities are closely knit. And stress is nearly non-existent. Oaxaca was also one of the few states where the number of centenarians increased between 2000 and 2020. There's clearly something here that deserves more attention. Though it's not often highlighted, Aguascalientes has also shown growth in the number of people living past 100. According to INEGI and outlets like El Sol del Centro, possible reasons include accessible and efficient healthcare, a balance between urban and rural lifestyles, a traditional diet rich in vegetables, broths, legumes, and home-cooked meals. That said, if we look at centenarians per thousand inhabitants, Aguascalientes has slightly declined, from 11 in 2000 to 8 in 2020. It's yet another reflection of the national paradox. Here's something that challenges conventional wisdom. According to Jimenez and his team, Mexico's most marginalized states, like Oaxaca, Chiapas, Guerrero, and Veracruz, are also the ones with the highest number of centenarians. This flips the common belief that wealth, technology, and medicine are the keys to a long life. In Mexico, the secret may lie in rural life. Less pollution, cleaner air. Simple diets low in sugar and ultra-processed foods. Constant physical movement from daily activities. Tight-knit families and strong support networks. Everyday spirituality and a slower sense of time. They may not be officially labeled blue zones, but many Mexican regions live as if they were. In fact, several align with Buettner's Power 9 principles. Oaxaca and Guerrero, daily physical activity, fresh food, strong community. Chiapas and Veracruz, deep family bonds, spirituality, plant-based diets. Aguascalientes, urban-rural balance, healthcare access, low-stress living. All this points to one clear idea: Mexico has what it takes to generate its own blue zones. We just need to look closer, research more deeply, and value our traditions. What if Mexico is already on the path toward a blue future? We may not have the official recognition yet, but the data is there, and so are the stories. In towns and villages across the country, people are living past 100 with grace, health, and dignity. This video doesn't aim to declare a final truth, just to open up the conversation. The signs are strong: Mexico has enormous potential. And best of all, if we listen to these elders and embrace their habits, maybe we can all learn how to live longer and better.